Greetings. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media coming at you guys with yet another piece of work. And in this piece of work, I'm going to talk about how a different way to look at therapy. Now, within the arena of masculinity, lots of times, and especially among American men and particularly Black American men, they look at therapy or acquiring therapy as a sign of weakness, that you're mentally weak or something like that. And this attitude is pretty much something that's been passed down from prior generations, to where they had the idea that a man has to be stoic, he has to keep his thoughts and emotions to himself, he has to always be in control, and they can't show any signs of mental distress. And this idea is actually so pervasive that in certain occupations, if you have received therapy, if you have received help for mental illness issues, you are unfit for employment in those areas. And even among the everyday people, lots of times when it is found out that a person, that a man has received therapy to cope with various issues, or be it psychological, mental health issues, so forth and so on, that this man is a weak man, or that he's a powder keg ready to explode at any moment or fall apart. It actually, in how it's viewed nowadays, it's almost as if seeking therapy takes away from your masculinity. It reduces your standing as a man. Well, I'm here to say today I disagree. I disagree with that idea, because therapy, in my opinion, is a form of coaching. It's mental coaching. It is a way to work out things, to help you think in a more clear way. It is a way to organize your thoughts. It is a way to resolve issues. And this is important because a lot of the issues that men may have may impede their ability to continue to learn, to continue to get out there and be able to take care of themselves and take care of the people that they're responsible for, it may impede their ability to increase their earning power. It impedes their ability to have stable relationships. It impedes their ability to analyze relationships. It impedes their ability to interact with others. It impedes how this man views himself. And so sometimes you need coaching to get past those areas. If you look at sports such as boxing, I competed in boxing when I was younger, and I had two coaches, and these coaches served as therapy. They would tell me how to do things, things that I was doing good and things that I needed to work on. They would give me different ideas of how to approach my opponents. They would have me do things such as read certain materials or watch video, come up with different training plans, different things like this, in order to become the best fighter I could be at that time. And this is no different than how a good coach would be in other sports such as basketball, football, so forth and so on. Lots of times, to help a person get to the next level, and to achieve goals, they need coaches, they need mentors. And this is what therapy does. This is just simply a professional that will help you sort out some things going on in your head that you may not be able to sort out yourself. So this is how therapy is helpful. It's coaching to help you sort things out and then push to the next level. You know, I say all that to say this, that men, and Black American men especially, you need to get therapy. Um, you, we as men, we face a lot of stuff um, in this world today that puts constant pressure on us. We are constantly under pressure to perform, to meet certain expectations, to uphold certain standards, to do what everybody else wants us to do. And even we have pressures that we have that are inherent to ourselves. And you need coaching to deal with these things. You know, even if you look at like something simple as, you know, dealing with a spouse or a lover, sometimes you need coaching to see past what may be right in front of you and to look at the bigger picture. So therapy comes in handy for that. And there's nothing wrong with getting therapy. It doesn't, going to get therapy doesn't mean that there's something, that something's mentally wrong. You know, what therapy means is you want to be better. You want to be the best possible version of yourself. So this is where therapy can help. You know, this is where good coaching can help. And this coaching, the therapy can come from anywhere, and it can be in a number of different areas. You know, you don't have to be in a position where your life is being overtaken by an addiction or you know, something like that. You can simply have therapy to help you help you to help you think better, you know, and you can always think better. How you use your mind, because the mind is so expansive and everything, you should always be looking for ways to improve how you think, how you look at things, how you solve problems. And this is where therapy helps. You know, if you are a man who, like myself, has served in the military and has been in combat situations, you know, there are things that you may have brought back from those situations that you need to resolve, that you need to work out, that you need to understand, that you need to get some closure to. And this is where therapy comes in. You know, and it's not just stuff you brought home from the battlefield. It may be stuff that you came back home to. You know, a lot of guys on my last deployment, you know, that was a deployment that was well over a year, and a lot of guys came home and they left, you know, babies at home. When they came home, these kids weren't babies anymore. They were toddlers and different things like that. I know that happened in my situation. I left a baby at home. I came home and this kid was a toddler, walking and talking and had her own personality. And I was like, I don't even know who this person is. And so, you know, lots of times therapy can help you bridge that span of time, you know, if used properly. You know, therapy can help, you know, if you're having issues with your spouse, and it doesn't have to be something bad. You know, maybe you guys, the communication can be better. Therapy helps with that. You know, therapy helps to resolve some issues that need to be taken care of. And this is even why I say couples who are contemplating marriage should actually go sit down with a marriage therapist, or sit down with a couple of them before they get married, because it helps work out problems beforehand, impossible problems and conflicts and different views and stuff. It can help you work this stuff out beforehand so that you minimize or eliminate those problems going forward. You know, a lot of people don't take that into consideration before they get married, or they don't go far enough into seeking some kind of marriage counseling, some premarital counseling. And so then after they get into the marriage, then they discover, once the romance is worn off, that, hey, this is working. We have issues between us. that we are having a hard time getting past, and then they're going to need to go see a therapist anyway. I'm of the mindset of go ahead this stuff off at the pass, so that it's not a problem down the road, or at least if it comes up, you understand how to deal with it, how to either work through it or work around it, and to move forward. So not only that, you look at in the workplace, some people work in high stress occupations. If you're talking about public safety workers, first responders, different things like that, you come into contact with some things on the job that, man, that will have an impact on you. And sometimes you need to get it out. And sometimes you need to get it out in an area that don't involve substances such as, drugs and alcohol. Because drugs and alcohol, if that is used as a therapeutic technique, a lot of times you'll become addicted to that, and that creates a whole nother set of problems. So sometimes you need other people to talk to, either within that profession or even people outside that profession who have the professional training to be able to help you work through some of the experiences that you've had in the course of your career path. So anyway, we have to stop looking at therapy as something bad and look at it as something good. You have to look at therapy as coaching, and coaching makes you better. When you get coaching with the goal to become better, to improve your performance, to become the best version of yourself. And so you have to look at coaching, and you have to look at therapy in that manner, that it is a form of coaching, that it is a form, sometimes mentorship, and you have to proceed in that manner with it, and go get you some therapy. It'll do you some good. Anyway, this is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments if you look at the YouTube video. This is on Anchor. Be looking forward to some more podcasts that I'll be doing. I'm going to branch out to some other platforms as well. Try to get some more stuff out there. I might even start doing some writing. That's going to be a little more time intensive, but I'm working up to that challenge to be able to start writing pieces, writing different commentaries on stuff. I also have a political channel called Royce J Politics. Check that out, because I'll be doing some rants on that. That's therapeutic for me as well, because sometimes I see stuff on the political scene from either the left or the right, and I go, this is utter nonsense, and I want to rant about it. So join me on that as well. It's Mr. Royce of Royce Media. I'm out.